Hi everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things, and today we're going to talk about some Summerween books, or just some summertime books, and some of them can fall into the Summerween categories that I know some of you are doing. And check out my cup. Summer vibes. Also, this is an iced coffee that I made myself. And I decided to put Cool Whip on top because it was so cute, and then I put the lid on. So you can almost kind of see it. Also, this cup changes colors, and I thought it was cool. Okay, so I have some of these books in person, but a lot of them I've listened to. So, also, I got a little skull in my hair, and I did my nails, but you can't really tell. So we have a little ghosty. No, that one's not a ghost. That is a skull. It's really bad because as I was putting the lines on, my kid jumped next to me, and I was like, we have a Hocus. It's supposed to be a mummy, and then I have a ghost. No, then I have a spider web. You can't tell. And then we have a ghost with a little bow in her hair, and then some eyeballs. And then the other hand, I didn't finish. We have a ghost and bats. But I'm gonna put more on there. Those were really blurry that I just showed you, so maybe I could take a picture and post them here so that you can see them. But anyway, so first we're gonna talk about some summary books that could be good just to read because they're summertime books. And I will start with some like kid books, and I'll go up to like not kid books. Okay. So you can't go wrong with Kiki's Delivery Service. This book is summary and it's adventure, and you go to the beach. It's summer. She goes on her adventure while it's summertime, and there's even beach. She goes to the beach, and you have a whole talk about how hot it is, and it's a really good book, and it's witchy and magical. Another kid type book or middle grade book that could be read is Nancy Drew, and I walked off with the book that I was going to recommend, but I think most of the Nancy Drew books are like whenever, like they could be read anytime. But there's a mystery and there's a little detectiving that you have to do. And the one I'm reading is summer because she talks about how they're outside gardening and it gets hot. Or it's not too hot or something like that. So Nancy Drew, I know, could be any time of year, but it could be for kids because the one I'm reading, or the one I was just reading, is The Hidden Staircase, and it talks about a haunted house. Is it haunted? We won't know unless you read it. But she gets to experience some spooks, and I thought that one would be great for like the haunted, like if there's one that says like haunted house or like a theme of haunted house. I also think that most of the Goosebump books, any Goosebump book would be fine for some of the different themes that your Summerween might be having. This one I pulled is Welcome to the Dead House, and it is about a haunted house. I mean, possibly haunted. And is it? Is it? You'll never know. But this one is July, I believe. This one in particular. Yes. This one is written in the middle of July. So, summertime. Also, I have over here Designs to Die For those of you who want summertime without any scares. This is for you. It also, I don't remember it having any cuss words, and it doesn't have any spicy scenes, if you know what I mean. So this could be a safe book for you if you're not into that stuff. If you're still into mystery and possible danger, and possible kidnapping, this could be a book for you. And then we're getting into the adult books. The next one that I have on here that is summer, but it's not, there's no scare, murder, mystery at all to it. 7 Days in June. This one is an adult book. Do not let your kids read this book. This is an adult book. It has very spicy scenes in it, and also flashbacks to when she was a kid or a teen. Anyway, I remember reading it and I was like, for a spicy book, I was like, okay, this wasn't, I mean, it was very well written. The story that was actually there, other than those scenes, was really good, and good enough that I wanted to read the rest of the series. I also recommend Paint Me Like You're Dead Girls. I put this one in the adult section because some of the content I would not let a middle grader read. I think it was considered, was this one a middle grade book or was it a teen book? I don't remember for sure, but it is summer, and maybe you could even use it for like a summer camp. If one of the Summerween themes is summer camp, this one might maybe squeeze into that, because she's going to a summer school, not like, oh, I had to take summer school because of this. No, she's taking a summer school class to better herself in art that she wants to do, and she just happened to get in. This one has more of a kind of mystical, is it the ghost coming to murder them, or is it someone else? Is that someone possessed by the murderer, or the ghost murderer? Like, you kind of get that kind of what's happening vibe. There's also some, you also have another timeline where you're seeing the past. Again, I put this one here because there is some not adult, but teen party-esque type stuff. And the description of the paintings was a little like, ooh. Other things that I recommend I missed a book. I have a list, by the way, that's why I keep looking down. The last thing she ever did is a summertime book. I can't tell you too much about this book because it will give away what happens, but this one was a little on the sad side, and I did feel like this girl was kind of stupid. Or this lady was kind of stupid. But a child gets hurt, and you see what he's going through, and how hot it is mentioned a lot. This one is a one for me. I wasn't really going to put this on here, but I remembered that it was in the summertime, so I dropped this on here. And this one I read last year. Ooh. Did I read it this year or last year? I don't remember. Within a year. I've read it within a year. Because I read it with my book club. Um, I also recommend it because I feel like it's been a long time since I read this. I mean, like, it's been a long time since I read this, but if I remember correctly, it is like summary throughout this book. But you can't go wrong with it. Like, you could read this the whole summer if you're a slow reader like me. It might take you all summer. Start now. But really, most Stephen King books, I feel like, could be read. I'm looking at the cover. It has all of the. So Carrie, I believe you get different seasons in that, but I think the main season is hot. So they go to homecoming, right? And homecoming is like, I know homecoming is usually in the beginning of October, right? So maybe most of the book is based in. Actually, it's based in the future. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Not Salem's Lot. Shining is winter. The Stand has some summary parts. A lot of summary parts. It's hot. A lot of the time, it's hot. Dead Zone. I don't remember about Dead Zone. Firestarter. I just remember it's hot because of the fire. My brain is like, yeah, that one could be read. Cujo. Cujo you could read in summer. It's hot. I don't like that one. Um, maybe Pet Cemetery. I know it's hot when they're digging the hole. I can't remember if it's summertime through the whole book. What else have I read? No, I think that was fall. Ooh, Desperation. I think either that one was just a desert or it was summertime. I don't remember for sure. Bag of Bones was throughout the seasons, I believe. I know they have a good portion of the book or they have a portion of the book in summer because they're the singer, they're the festival. I don't remember what the festival is. That's winter. Um, Under the Dome? Maybe. I don't remember that one for sure. Doctor Sleep has some summer in it. I remember that. Um, Fairy Tale. I think it was summer. I know it was summer when that book began. Or it was like the beginning of school, so it was still hot. Anyway, it and then books that I'm like absolutely go on the haunting list. Diavola, I just finished that like an hour ago. Maybe less. What time is it? It was good. If you they're summering in a dysfunctional family is summering in Italy, I believe. Um Pretty sure it was Italy. And the family, our main character's name is Anna, and she messed up one time on one vacation when she was like 21, 22 years old. And apparently, every time they go on vacation, it's brought up. And her family just picks on her. And I was like, there's no need for all of this. I can't tell you too much about this because I don't want to give it away, and I haven't read the little summary, so I don't know how much of it is in the summary, but it's very summary in this, and you talk about how the ground is hot and the kids are like burning their feet to jump into the pool. They're like, creepy things happen in this book. Lots of flies. Maybe a kind of sort of possession-ish, but I and the whole town is in on it. The whole town is in on it. It was good. I definitely think that this goes under like haunting books. Murder Road. This one is also a haunting. There are ghosts in this book. I remember when I read this book, I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. It was actually it was pretty good. The town has a road that people go missing on. Hitchhikers, teen girls specifically, and things happen. Things happen. And they find a girl on the side of the road by accident. They're not even supposed to be here. Her new husband, took a wrong turn. They end up on this road. There's a girl stumbling around, and they pull over to try to help her because they're like, first off, this girl, is she even old enough to drink? She looks like she's drunk. And she keeps looking. And so she herself has been a victim of abuse and knows what it looks like. So she's like, get in the car. We will help you. And so finally they get the girl in the car, and when she leans back, she like opens her jacket opens. It's summertime. She shouldn't even be wearing a jacket. Her jacket opens and she's got blood just pouring out of her. And so they get her to the hospital, and then just so happens the police are like, you're now suspects because she died and she can't tell us anything. And ghosts keep coming to her, and she keeps seeing shadowy figures. So she starts investigating about this girl, and it leads to more, and it was really interesting. And the way this one ends, I was like, why? But it was a good book. Also, there's a series called Haunting Danielle, and I've only read a few of these books, but a girl, I think she inherits a house or she buys the house. I don't remember. She's walking through this house, sees a ghost, screams about the ghost, and then people come rushing to her, and she's like, "Oh, it was a spider," because no one else could see the man in the bathroom with her. This one has sort of a romance. This one could go for like paranormal romance, I think. Kind of. It's a little on the weird side. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to know more. I'm just like, what else is gonna happen? Um, as of yesterday, I don't know if it still is, but the first book is, you can buy it for $0.00 on Audible. Because whenever I was looking up books for this list, I was like, oh, okay. But it's a really long list. I mean, it's a really long series, and I think I've only read maybe 3 of them, and don't read them out of order. I tried that. somebody said you could, it's a lie. Don't do it. Campy. Campy. Okay. That's what I put campy. Again, Goosebumps, Nancy Drew. There are a few Nancy Drew books where she goes to camp. Or she goes to a camp, like summertime camp. I don't remember the name of that one. And I know a lot of the Goosebump books have camp theme. I only have like 60 of them on my shelf over there. So you could just look through maybe your library, or I'll put some in the description that I'm like, oh, this would be good. Also, the reason why I'm giving kid Summerween books also, while I was watching a video of someone that I watch on YouTube, she was talking about her Summerween thing, her challenge, and my kid goes, Mom, can I do Summerween too? And I was like, yeah. And then we went through the different little suggestion, like, what's it called? And Slasher was one of those, and I was like, maybe not that one. But the other ones, definitely. So another one that I have on here is The Spooky Secrets of Camp Midnight. I read this one earlier this year, and I thought it was really really good. It was really good, and it was written by a 6th grader. So keep that in mind whenever you read it. But it was good. I liked that one. Another one that is kind of campy is The Lake House. I don't know who wrote it. I'll put a picture here so you know. But this one, a girl is sent to camp. It's in the middle of nowhere. You have to take a boat to get to it. And it feels like a summer camp. I know that I think the nights gets cold, but I think the days are hot. The trees protect them. But this one is it's a campy, but it's also survival kind of book. And trying to think. I think this was a YA book. Sometimes it felt like a middle grade book. It's been a while since I've read it. But there is a supernatural element to this story, and I can't tell you much more without giving it away. But I can tell you that they get there, and I feel like she is like OCD or something, because she's like this, like in her head, she's like repeat. And she's very like, she doesn't want to give up the life vest until she gets all the way onto land, because what if the dock breaks and she drowns? And they're all looking at her, and she's like, okay, because like the water's not that deep there, she wouldn't drown. But it's a really good book, and they end up learning to work together. The last one that I put for campy vibes is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. This one could actually also go with slasher. I don't have very many slasher options. I got like one. I'm not a slummer. I'm not a slummer. I'm not really a summertime horror reader. I usually just read my normal ghost stories year round. So this is the first year that I've been trying to read seasonally, and it's hard because I just want to jump ahead to my October reads or my December reads. And I'm like, no. You wanted to read like this, so do it. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling hard. But You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight is okay, so people pay money to go to a camp to get scared and to live like they're in a horror movie for a night and or a weekend or something like that. I think it's just a night. And our main character, the one that's on the front of the book, is the final girl, so she always wins. It's set up like that for her not to die. So she can help whoever is in the group that has also survived, the ones that are paying. And there is some gore in this. There's a part where a real murderer appears and she shoves her thumb in their eye. And she talks about how it feels. Look, I just got goosebumps. I know you can't see it, but I just got goosebumps because I remember I was like, eyes are important to me, okay? I like my eyes. But her girlfriend is there or shows up because her girlfriend's gonna help, because up until this week, people that are like other employees have been going missing or quitting without giving notice. And she's like, this is really, really like, there is a whole backstory that you learn through all of this, trying to also keep themselves alive. And then there is culty vibes in this one. I really like the cult. And there's an owl. There's some owls. If you know, you know. And I was like, conspiracy theorists right here. I loved it. The end the end of this one was a little like wink wink. um, you know, it made you feel like you were in like a Jason, where he comes up out of the water. Okay. I'm not going to tell you who or why or when or how. The last one that I have on here is Universal Harvester. I want this book in person. I remember I checked this one out at the library. It is so cool looking. So cool. And I just want it for the vibes. It looks so cool. And it starts out with this young man who is just working in a video shop. And people start coming in and they're like, hey, there was a part in this that like someone had to have like recorded, put this in here. And then him and either his manager or someone else he works with, I don't remember for sure, they start investigating, like they start going through all of the movies and they're like, and these scenes that are sliced in, first off, you shouldn't be able to, because it's like the movie and then it's like somebody added this bit and then the movie continues where it, like, if you cut that piece out, the movie would be fine. But when you look at when he looks at the tape, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. And it's kind of fever dreamy in some parts, but the parts of the tape that have been added are kind of like each one they see is getting worse and worse and kind of more like, ugh. And yeah, a lot happens. I believe it is summertime in this one. And yeah, yeah. That is all I have. I mean, there's some other ones, but they've got a lot of winter. Like there's a few others that have more winter scenes than they do summer scenes, even though the summer scenes are so like prominent whenever you read it. So I didn't add those. Let me know. Let me know what your favorite summertime book is that you've read in the past, or maybe you're planning on reading because summertime is coming up. That way, if you put it in the comment section, other people can be like, ooh, yeah, that's a good book. Just make sure you add the author's name, because like if I just said The Lake House, you would probably come and you type that in. You'd probably come up with the one where it's like the future and the past, or like the present and the past is like, that's not the lake house that I'm telling you about. Um oh, my husband, I almost forgot. My husband says that the Dresden Files is a good a good series to read. I think the first 4 are based in summertime. At least I know the first one is, and the 4th one is. The 4th one is actually called Summer Nights with a K, Nights. Okay. It felt weird doing it with my left hand. And I believe Stormfront, the first book, is also in the summertime because it talks about being hot. But I don't remember for sure if it's like late summer or what. I remember that storms are coming in, and he's in Chicago, so I remember there were some summer storms, because the weather kind of clashes in that area. Anyway, so also the Dresden Files. There are some seasonal, like, different seasons throughout that series, but I think the first book is summertime. I feel like the second book was like October-ish, September, October. And I don't remember when the third book was. I think maybe it was also October or November, like it was getting colder, but Summer Nights is in the summertime. So there's the first 4 books for you. You can read the first one and then speed read through the other 2 and then read Summer Nights before summer is over. But the series is really good. Some of them have like, you're like, okay, come on, because it's building to something bigger, but it's a good series. That's also an adult series. It's an adult series. I read it when I was like 17. I don't know if I even registered what I was reading. That was the first time I read it. I've read it like I'm going through the series again. Anyway. So if you have any recommendations, drop those in the comments. Have you read any of these books that I've talked about? How many of you have read the Nancy Drew series? There's like 100 and something books, so maybe not all of them, but have you read any of them? I think I've gotten up to 20. but then I restarted for my reading challenges, so I'm back at number 2. Which I finished, so I guess I'm on number 3 now. And the Goosebumps books. I mean, look at that. How is that? Look, it's got the pinky color for the. I'm not a big fan of pink, okay, but it screams Summerween. Look at that. Yeah. I'm just so happy. Look at my shirt. It's got skulls on it. It makes me so happy. Got my summer coffee here. I gotta start collecting more Summerween stuff because it needs to be Halloween year round, okay? I'm now sitting on my feet because I raised up and yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Like this video if you like this video. Comment below, are you doing a Summerween challenge? Comment below, are you doing a Summerween challenge? And which challenge are you doing? I'm doing the pastel book shelf. Pastel bookshelf is what I'm doing. If I can get a picture of it, I'll post it. I'll leave her, if I don't know how to do that, I'll leave her page name thingy in the description. Definitely check her out. She gives a lot of recommendations. She's probably, her and Sinead. There are 2 people that I watch regularly, and they're probably the reason my TBR is so long. I think every time I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, you liked it too? Okay, let me just add that to my list. Yeah. So I put them on my phone on the notes, and then later I pull up my drive, my Google Drive, and then I add it to the list that way. And then I can delete it off my phone because it takes up space. Yeah. Fun times. And I'll link the books that I talked about in the description too. If you use the link to get a book, I do get some pennies because I am an Amazon associate. But it's not much. But I appreciate it if you do because it adds up. And then I don't have to be like, oh my gosh, what do I have to get rid of so that I can make sure my kid goes to Girl Scouts and gymnastics. It's life. Subscribe. If you're not sure if you want to subscribe, first off, if you made it this far, you might as well. But you can click the circle, my face bubble. And if that doesn't pop up, then you can click on my name, A Coffee Drinker's Review, and go check out my channel. I have playlists set up so that you can decide, like, you don't have to scroll through everything. Or if maybe you're like me, you just watch everything that a person has, you can do that too. And then subscribe if you think I'm someone you'll keep coming back to. And share this video because Summerween. I should have made this video sooner, but I've been slacking just a little bit. No, I've been dinosaur summer timing with my kid, okay? So we've been not at the house very often. And when we're doing summer camp, dino camp. That's really all I have to talk about. I'm gonna stop this video and edit this video so that it can go up soon. And then I need to also make the Nancy Drew video since I finished that book too. And then I have to go and read One and Only because it's due back at the library in 2 days. So can I get that all done? Wish me luck. I will see you on my next video. Bye!